Okay, let's take a look at this quadratic equation. We're going to be solving for the x values. So I want to get x1 and x2. Before we do that though, I actually graphed it on Desmos and I took a look at the x-intercepts because x values are practically our x values, like intercept x values. So seems like we're getting negative 2.686. How? I don't know. 0.186. For the two x values. So how are they getting it? Quadratic formula, that's the magic. So I'm going to teach you a little song. X equals negative b plus and minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. But what are these ABCs? So the first number is a, second number, including the sign, is b, and then c is the last number. Has to be in the descending order. So what you do is to put the matching variables into the formula. So negative b means if you have a positive number, you got to swap the sign. B squared will be 25, but I'm going to write it this way. And then 4 times 8 times c, plug in the number. 2 times 2, I'm going to do it in my head. So that's 4. What's underneath the root? You can use your calculator if you want, but it's going to be 25 minus 8. So that becomes 33. So essentially, this becomes one of your answers, or like not one of, but this is one way of writing your final answer. So that's the radical form. But then what does that actually mean? Well, it's 2 in 1, so you can take the positive pathway or the negative pathway. So if you take the positive pathway, it is negative 5 only plus root 33, and then we're going to divide that by 4. So let's try that. I'm going to put brackets around and then add root 33, close the bracket, and then divide that by 4. It might be easier if you do this on a normal calculator. So anyways, I am getting 0.186 dot 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 dot. Isn't that what we looked at the beginning? So let's do the same thing with the negative pathway. So negative 5 minus root 33. And then you have to either press enter or put brackets around, divide by 4. So let's go bracket, negative 5. This time I'm going to take the minus pathway, root 33. Okay, and then divide that by 4. And there we go. The other answer turned out to be this first number that we looked at, which is one of the zeros. Zeros, x-intercepts, same thing.